here. I got stuff to do today. All right. Get this fired up. Come on. Switch inputs on me. There we go. All right. Here. There. Why is it not doing the middle click anymore? Maybe my middle mouse clicker doesn't work anymore. I don't know. All right, volume's working. Maybe my middle mouse clicker doesn't work anymore. I don't know. Ah! Shit, there goes my microphone. Ugh, one of them is only charging a 91%. The other one 99%. I don't know. Swap docking spots and see if that does it. All right, there's that. While I'm waiting to see if anybody shows up, I can get some beer in me and clean up just a wee bit. I'm gonna make some space here. Oh. Right now. Drop the blade down. I'm gonna do some sanding, so it doesn't make sense to clean that off at the moment. Welcome to whoever showed up. Hello, hello. Mike, what it do? What's up, Mike? Working on my outdoor tables for the raffle tonight. I gotta finish them up. I got a base top coat on there, but I need to get some coating on the sides and then add a final top coat. Hopefully by Friday. God, I gotta clean again. I'm gonna have to do that on live just to make sure I do it. I was successful the last time I did that. All right. Let's flip this up. Get a basic sand on that. I've got to do something about this. This can't be here. It's so heavy. I keep poking myself with that stuff. Oh, hey, there's a bunch of people. Holy crap. Keith, how's it going? June. Slime City. New name, I think. Welcome, welcome. Awesome to see. There's people here. You know, I'm going to try doing... We'll see. Maybe I'll just leave this behind me. I don't know. All right, so tonight I'm working on these outdoor tables. I got them finally mounted. Yep. The base is on, and they ended up almost perfectly flat. I think one of them is just off by a hair. It's not even really worth adjusting it because these are outdoor tables, so it shouldn't rock. But it's just got the slightest rock to it. But that might just be my flooring too, is uneven and really dirty. What we got on here? Ooh, that's a little bit too much. It's 80 grit. I don't want that. Give me some good old 120. 120, there we go. So yeah, I got to do a bit of sanding here tonight and get finish on there For the legs, I don't think I need a whole lot of finish, but the top, I want to get a couple more coats on. I've been doing shellac. At least I started with shellac. I don't know if that's the greatest for outdoors. It really should be spar urethane, but I thought I had a can, and I don't. My spray is all out. So I'm going to have to go buy some. Oh, it's just so friggin' expensive, though. It's like $65 a gallon at Lowe's. Now, if I go to the local hardware guy, it's probably even worse than that. Beck Mamit. Beck Mamit. Okay. Well, welcome, Beck. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, welcome to my messy shop and a project I probably should have finished a long time ago. Yeah, I got a real late start today. I had a bunch of crap I had going on. Pool guys showed up to winterize my pool, put the cover on. Brand new pool. I don't know how to install the cover. They delivered it, installed it, the whole thing. And yeah, had to run a couple errands and then make dinner. And now I finally have time to do some of this tonight. So I'll keep looking back and see what you guys have to say. Let's see, how can I frame that? That's probably good there. I don't know how loud this is going to get. So I do have a question for the crowd. Something it's been going through my brain for a little bit here. It's gonna be really hard to explain, I think. Before I get to that, though, Keith, when is your next live? Because I definitely want to try to catch it. I don't have a band competition this Saturday, so if you're doing it Saturday, I can do it. But for speaking of band, for next year's band season, what I want to do, this is going to be a massive build. If any of you have ever seen the Broadway show of Les Mis, or seen in a touring production of it, I want to build a set piece, a field set piece prop that kind of works like the main set piece in Les Mis, to where it can be rotated and revolved on a couple different axes to turn from one thing into another. I'm trying to come up with the simplest idea while still having that wow factor, because I think that'll really it'll really grab attention. part of the show is going to be, from what I understand, it's going to revolve around that kind of famous picture of a bunch of steel workers eating lunch on a girder while building a skyscraper. So my idea for the at least the initial piece of it, or maybe it comes later, I don't know at what point of the show, but to have what looks like a beam, I think in two pieces that can pivot, and there'll be vertical beams as well to kind of have that look to it of steel girders there, some rivets and things on there. What I was thinking was that they'd rotate either 90 degrees or even 180 degrees, depending on where the pivot point was. And then the bases might be, I might not have to do it this way, but might be on a rotating platforms each. So not only would they lift up, they'd also rotate around 180 degrees. And on the back side, if it did that, would then be something completely different. What I'm thinking of is a bridge. And I thought about it today. If I did the middle pieces and had the bridge pieces at a different angle, what I could do is rotate them so there ends up being stairs, but it would look just like trusses for a bridge. The hard part is getting the top part of the bridge to rotate into position. I don't quite know how that would happen. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might have a solution. I don't know. Just throwing something out there, but that's the kind of thing I want, though. I want it to rotate. So it has to be simple enough that one person on each side would be able to do the rotation. Safe enough that kids could actually be on this piece. And even when it rotates, be on it again. Because I'm thinking if there's steps, they go up and they can cross the bridge to go down the other side. Maybe tall enough that they can actually go underneath the bridge. I don't know. But how to lock it in place. But the engineering, the mechanics of that I can figure out later. It really is, what could I do that would transform it from one thing, say the steel girders, into now something completely different. Or maybe it just rotates and now it's a full skyscraper or a building. It could even have a drop that drops down that's rolled up. That's easily just pull a thing, unfurls, and now it looks like the facade of a skyscraper. I don't know, something like that. Those are my thoughts. Ooh. Yeah, I've got some ideas for some Christmas things, some things I've done. Hey, what's up, soldier? Welcome. Yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff I've done for Christmas. Shit, last Christmas pissed me off. I was so pissed off last year. So I had a cousin of mine came to me in November, said, "Hey, I clean houses. I want to give something as gifts to all my clients." And she said, "Can you make something for about 20 or 30 people that I can give as gifts?" I said, "You know what? I've got a bunch of thinner pieces of walnut. I can do charcuterie boards, small charcuterie boards, 10, 12 inches long. These were, I think, up to 8 inches wide, an inch thick." So she said, "Yep, cool." I gave her the dimensions, everything. So I planed all these boards. Some of them I think I had to do on the CNC. I ordered handles, showed her the handles. She was good with that. Made these, it was like 25 boards, and I forget what I charged. I gave her a pretty good deal, though, since she's family. But I still made money in the end. I I shipped these things off. I think I had to do it in 3 boxes. So many of these. Oh, and I said, okay, I'll include coasters. So I made coasters out of 4x4s. And so I had tons and tons of coasters. Well, she gets everything. She goes, what am I going to do with this? So what do you mean? Oh, these are too small, and these coasters don't match. They're not the same wood, and blah 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 blah. I can't do anything with this. I can't. Oh man, I was so pissed off. I said, listen, I talked to you the whole way through the process. You approved it all. I gave you what you asked for, and that's that. And she ended up paying me, but I'll never speak to her again. Then later, I was talking to my dad about it. He said, yeah, I probably should have warned you about that. I was like, ooh, yeah. So, lesson learned. To be careful about your customers. So anyway, so yeah, throwing out that whole prop idea, just trying to brainstorm. I have a few months to really like lock in the general idea of it, and then start engineering it, designing it in Inventor, and then getting together a group of dads so we can build these things once I make the build plans in Inventor. So anyway, I'm going to try to get the rest of these glue spots off, and then get to the other one. The other one's a lot worse than this one here. This one's actually in pretty decent shape. There's not. Oh, I didn't turn my light on. I never do. I need a list. Step 1, turn light on. Step 2, make sure the microphone's plugged in. Step 3, power. Step 4, log in and go. Yeah, there's not too many glue spots on this one. One bad miter there. It actually didn't miter too bad. So, Mike, thank you very much for helping me square off my miter saw. I got pretty damn close on this. Oh, that's pretty bad. And on the other one, I've got to actually knock one of these side pieces off. I'm going to cut a new one because I put the pocket holes on the wrong side of it. That one's good to go, I think. Time for the other one. Oh, put this one down. Ow. That's my knee. After these have cured for a while, the top actually looks pretty decent. Doesn't look too shabby. I still have some of those saw marks in there, though. I just couldn't get them sanded out. But it'll be fine. Whoever wins this is going to be quite happy with it, I think. Yeah, see, look at that glue there. Ugh. I probably should have. Why do I have blue paint on it? I don't know where that came from. Probably should take the chisel to that. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry about that, Keith. Didn't mean to throw all that stuff at you. Just that's my kind of stream of consciousness thought process. I have a vision. I haven't solidified the vision yet. I don't know if I will anytime soon. I had one of my students kind of help me with that today, actually. He's a creative guy. And he's got nothing better to do. He didn't quite pass the school. So he's just in limbo right now, trying to figure out when he's going to get fired. I guess they're waiting until the government shutdown's over. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. much better than a sander. I mean, I'm going to have to sand it still, but that worked a lot better. With a nice sharp chisel. Again, thank you, Mike, for teaching me how to sharpen a chisel. And actually, I need to get that set out again and get some more done on my planes and everything else. Got a bunch of stuff that needs to be chiseled, or it needs to be sharpened. Man, I have glue running down everywhere on this one. Holy crap. That one might need to be sanded there. Yep. So I can get it from the side. Yes and no. Oh, that hurts my wrist. I've done something to my wrist. I don't know what. But it hurts like a mother. I try to look at the time on my watch. That's when it hurts the most. That twist in motion. My wife's like, oh, it's probably just from overuse. Probably should change which hand you put your watch on. I tried that. It didn't work very well. What the hell is that? Okay. All right, I got the major bits off. Time to go back to the sander. Apologize ahead of time. 5:45 on a Wednesday is a good time. Well, what time zone are you in? I don't remember. Wait, you're out in what, Arizona or something like that? So you're a couple hours behind? Hey, Keith, if you can come up with a great idea, that'd be awesome. Ohio. Hey, my daughter's in Ohio. I might have mentioned that before. I don't remember. She's going to school at Miami University. Go Redhawks. She is loving it, except for the weather. She's like, Dad, I'm not built for the cold. I don't know what the temperature was today, but she needed her real winter jacket, apparently. She only had the outer bit, not the lined inner bit that's removable. Yeah, I missed the glue bit. Is shellac good enough for an outdoor finish? Man, I know nothing about finishes, honestly. 47 at 2. Yeah, it's a little chilly. What about weight? So it's gonna, well, so one way to reduce weight for this thing, there's it popped up, it was an ad, I believe, or promoted something or other. Anyway, it was a video on YouTube, but this company that makes brackets, joinery for, and I don't remember the name, it's conduit basically, right, to build all kinds of stuff. And I was watching videos on band prop building, and prop building in general, for like theater productions and whatnot. And anyway, that popped up, and I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of cool." And they showed some marching bands and stuff they did. So I used aluminum piping essentially, or conduit, to reduce weight. It looked pretty strong. I mean, they had one of them where someone was riding on the cart that they built, and they did some cool props with this stuff. I really should, yeah. There's the piece I got to replace. Hopefully that glue pops off once I take those screws off. Actually, let me do that now. Where's my drill? So anyway, that conduit might be the way I go about that with foam board for the faces of it. That would reduce the weight a lot. Just not 100% sure yet if that's the way I want to go about it. That's not what I need. Where the hell is my stupid bit? Is it on here? I don't think it is. Nope, it's not. Because why would I put it away? Putting things away is crazy. It's not what I do. Average catwalk staircase. Inset of the staircase. This is a table. 1 hour west of you. Preble County, home of the Pork Festival. Okay. Home of the Pork Festival. I'll have to ask her about that. It was gorgeous out there. I absolutely loved it when we went up there for orientation. My wife's not happy about it because she's so far away, but she's getting a good education and she's really happy. I guess that's what's important. Where the hell did I put this damn bit? I gotta find my box of bits. Actually, I know exactly where it is. It's my tool bag, which is in the car, because that's where it always is. I have to go grab that. I thought I had set one down over here. I set this part down. Oh, this is my other one, isn't it? Nope, that's the right one. Okay, so that's there. I just need the stupid square bit. Why do they go with the square bit instead of a Torx? Drives me crazy. Hold on, let me go grab my little box of bits. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, no, because I need the longer one. So I don't exactly know what you're saying there, Keith, or what you're trying to say. And I'm gonna do a mock-up of this with like popsicle sticks, I guess, or thin pieces of wood before I ever go and build it, just to see what it looks like. Verify it works. Okay, I think I put the bit in here. Aha, I did. This is the shorter one, but it should work in theory. Now let's pull these out. Now, the question is, am I going to be able to pop this off? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Hopefully I can. I should be able to break that glue joint. I mean, type on some pretty strong stuff, but should be able to do it. Come on. Get out of the hole. See if my wife has asked me for another ice cream cone. Hard through. Let me go back here. So, your average cat walks staircase. How's the stairs and set of the staircase? So when you're. Oh. Yeah, no. That was exactly what I was thinking. Is that when it rotates into that second position, it becomes so the stairs will be hidden behind the facade of the horizontal beam. Yeah. So let me grab a scrap piece here. So I think we're saying the same thing. If this were the horizontal beam, right? Let's just say it's 1/2. So I got my vertical here, Actually, right here. We'll do it there. So, well, imagine that's not there, right? So it's attached to a vertical piece. Behind this is stairs that would be, I guess, upside down. So when this rotates this way, it becomes the steps for that next. And the thing is, I would have to have something here that when this rotates, it's all attached. And when it rotates, now that becomes a horizontal piece for the bridge. That's the tricky part, is the angles there. I might have to do it on 2 separate hinges. That might be the answer. I'm trying to figure out if I can do it in one piece, but anyway, that's kind of the idea there. Oh, I needed the mallet. Where is my thwacker? Ah, there it is. As why am I forgetting his name? Dude from Mythbusters. Not Jamie, the other one. He's got a YouTube channel, Untested. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, I got the chisel here. So it actually snapped the wood there. So now I got to fix that. Chisel all that off. Good thing I have a thwacker here. Delaminate this. Got a new piece to go on there. I should be doing it the other way. Probably what I should have done to start with was got it up underneath. Man. I have little pieces of this everywhere. It's all right. It's all right. It'll all come together in the end. Well, proof that if you glue up something right, which I did not do, if you glue it up right, like your cutting boards and stuff, that's why Titebond is such an awesome glue for that. Besides being waterproof, it holds really, really well. When you get a nice, good surface, mating surface, you do it right. I purposefully did not go crazy with the glue on this, and I'm glad I didn't because I screwed that up. And of course, didn't realize it until I got it together. I went, wait a minute, something's different here. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so that should be good there. It's nice having a sharp chisel. Clean this up a bit. All right, that's good. On this side, just got little bits of glue here. Pull up. Probably should be using a block plane instead, but it's all right. It'll be fine. This is now a fine piece of furniture. I still want it to look nice. Still want it to look nice. All right. I don't know if anybody out there in YouTube land is a Foo Fighters fan, but they have a new album coming out soon. They have a new song coming out tomorrow. I think they teased a new album with their new drummer, and they're going to be touring next summer. So, guess who's going to see them again? This guy. Oh, my youngest daughter was not too fond of the show the last time. Wife said, "Oh, I've seen him once. It's good enough." My other two, they're big fans. But being as my oldest is in college, it all depend on whether or not she's home when they happen to play anywhere around here. It might just be me and my son that go. Maybe take one of his friends or his girlfriend. Not sure that she's a fan necessarily, but she'd probably just go because she's a fan of music. I'm a huge Foo Fighters fan. I did get to see Taylor Hawkins perform live once with the band at the beginning of the Concrete and Gold tour up in Richmond, Virginia. It was one of the single greatest experiences of my life was that show. It was freaking amazing. Let me check the chat here. Oh, Pilato, hey, what's up, man? I am working on. Hey, I'll see you later, soldier. Enjoy. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Adam Savage. Yeah, that's who it was before. Yeah, a rocket. No, this is an outdoor table that the band is raffling. It's part of a raffle. It seems like every year that they do a raffle, I ended up building something for them. One year it was a cooler stand. Actually, 2 years because we didn't give it away. The person who won it the first time didn't want it. But an outdoor Yeti cooler stand. And now this year I'm doing some outdoor tables. And I had screwed up one of the side skirt pieces here. I put the pocket holes on the wrong side. Didn't even realize it until I got everything together. And now I gotta cut a new piece for that. So I gotta rip down a piece of cedar. I think I still have a cedar block left that'll work for that. Pretty sure I do anyway. Get it cut, and now I got to sand a bit. Did I get all this sanded already? Oh, I missed this one. Didn't do this one. All right, and my original question earlier was, is shellac good enough for something like this or not? Maybe with a coat of Johnson's Paste Wax on top of it? Or should I just wait till tomorrow until I get some more spar urethane? I'm all out of spar urethane, I think. Hey, what is up, Runic? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I am out of Out of spar urethane. So what do you guys think? It's meant to be an outdoor table, so I don't know that shellac is the right thing to do. At least according to the can, it's not. I am not a pro when it comes to exterior finishes, so I really don't know what the right answer is. Ah, there's that board over there. Let me sneak by here. Ugh. This mess back here. Oh, shoot. Do I have enough? Yeah, I got enough on this one. I can make this work. Okay, so I'm going to cut that down. Cut that down. Oh. It needs to be not quite this long. So height-wise, ooh, that's a nasty bit there. I don't have another piece. Oh, I can rip it from here. That should work. Got it there. Well, that's a bit funky. It really should be from that side there. I'll make it work. Cut it right to there. Okay. I move some crap around and get to cutting. Shellac-able yellow. Okay. I'm getting my chill on too with a beer while working in the shop, because that is my, as I tell my therapist, that is my that's my happy place. That's my meditation. I'm always on the go, always doing something. But that's how I relax, is by doing more stuff. Spar urethane. That's what I should use. Man, it's so freaking expensive. Yeah, I'll do it right. I'll do it right. I'll do the right thing. Do some spar urethane. It's an investment. I've almost gotten some orders out of some of these things I've donated. One person did contact me like, "Ooh, how much for one of those outdoor cooler stands?" Once I gave them my price, though, they were like, "Yeah, I'll think about that." I think I quoted them $650. It might have been $700. Not cheap, but it was huge too. It was 4.5 feet wide, I think, and pretty tall. Jesus, excuse me, as well. That's just the rise above. So now, thickness I want to go. I have a tape measure right here. It's gonna be funky. I'm gonna actually go. Let me measure this one. I know what I'm gonna do about it. These are 3/4, just under 3/4. 5/8 of an inch. Right there. All right. I need my real push stick for this one, which is, I seen it. Where did I see it? Where'd my push stick go? Oh, there it is. Should be by the table saw, you would think. Ooh, that's a project. Oh, maybe I'll do that. sometime this winter. So this saw here is open on the bottom. It's a freaking mess, like everything else. But I was thinking of actually building sides onto this, like build a box around the base, and then hook a vacuum line to it so it'll suck dust. And then plus I can hang things on it, like my push sticks and things like that. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea? Impossible? Not worth it? Hearing protection. Partial PPE. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, hung it up. Cool. Well, let's cut a board. Yeah, dust collection is good. I just don't know if it would work. Like this saw is not designed for that. So I don't know if it'd be a waste of time. But that's going to be really funky. Should probably. I have a good way to do that because that's not flat. I don't want to build that. Do that other thing again. We'll be good. We'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so I got to cut 45 on that. So let's go do that. Ugh, I gotta move all that crap. I gotta clean this up. One of these days. Get it organized. Next Wednesday. That's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning the shop. I gotta get back and do that again. Keep me accountable. I gotta finish that project up. And that one. All right, there's all that. Ooh, I want to show you guys something cool I did. Just take a second here. Get this set up. Am I doing that right? Yeah, I am. Okay. So I had a customer order a special thing. Is it a contractor saw with a motor? Yes, it is. It's an old Craftsman with a motor hanging out the back. Absolutely. So I'd have to build a box around that too. So they wanted a basically 2.5-inch diameter throwing baton for a yard game. I was like, ooh, I can't. And the type of wood they wanted, I couldn't do it. He wanted birch, but what I had was maple, and he said that'd be fine. So I had some maple. It's actually 6 centimeters. So 6 centimeters across. So not quite 2.5 inches. And however many anyway, I had some wood that was 3 centimeters thick. So I jointed that up, and then on the on the router table, just cut a round over on there and the end, and it actually turned out pretty good. I still got to sand it a little bit more, but it'll do what he wants it to. I told him I'd probably have to do it out of a block, and I wouldn't be able to get a dowel. Then he wanted some engravings on there for his game, Amaroka. It's something he designed. Pretty cool. So an alternate solution, and you don't have or can't get a dowel that you need, make one, sort of. or at least a close approximation to one. So let me cut these 45s on here. Now I need power. That's kind of an important step here. So much sawdust, so many chips. I need to spend a day just vacuuming, honestly. And then finding places to put things and throwing a bunch of crap away. I'm actually gonna go this side, I think. Yeah. All right, so I got that cut now. I gotta go 45 the other direction. Do I really want to flip that over? No, because it's not really that flat. I'll just go 45 the other way. Let's move this stuff here. Gives me a reason to move all this crap. It shouldn't be here anyway. Happy little tree. This way. Okay, there we go. Oh. Yep, there we go. I gotta figure out how long it needs to be. Let me mark that. Flip this bad boy. Figure out where that needs to be. So long point is right there. Cool. Ooh. Give you a dust collection size for the Craftsman 113 table saw. Yep. So my fence doesn't, well, it has a rack and pinion, but it just doesn't work. Like it won't engage. I did something, I screwed up something when I set it up. But this fence didn't come with the table saw either. I bought it separately. I bought it aftermarket. The fence that came with it was crap. I really like my little table saw though. It's a pretty good saw. Excuse me. I wouldn't say I got mine for cheap, but I got it for an affordable price. I think I paid $125 for the saw, $100, something like that. It's a pretty good deal from someone that wasn't using it. It was just collecting dust. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy on. Put these clamps away. Novel idea. And I can put that square away. For anybody out there that may be looking at one of these table saws, it's not a bad investment, but if you can get something newer and better, I would recommend it. Like, even it's a little bit more expensive. I wouldn't buy one new, like a better saw that's new, because you're just going to spend a buttload of money. Unless you're getting like a big ass cabinet saw, 3-phase, super Whamadine thing, though. It's got a freaking 18-inch blade on it or whatever. Like, there's some crazy stuff out there. Ugh. I almost bought one of those used. I just didn't have room for it. Or else I would have bought it. Hey, cool. That actually kind of mates up right. Everything's off just a little bit, but that's fine. I'm even going to bother with the pocket holes. Yeah. Yeah, keep it consistent. All right. pull this out. My Craig 720 or whatever this thing is. I don't remember. Shoot, do I have that set right? Yeah, I do. Okay. This bad boy here. Might help if I was going in the go forward direction and not the go backwards direction. And I just had to double check that I was doing that on the. I'm doing it on the inside. Thank God. If I screwed that up again, I'd cry. Yeah, I just would. All right, that away. What did I just do with the damn bit? I literally just had it in my hand. I took it out to do that. Where the heck did I put it? I didn't put it in my pocket. Where did I put it? I took the bit out that I need to install that. What in the ham sandwich? Oh, I'm going crazy. Crazy? I went crazy once. They put me in a room with rats. Holy crap. Somebody tell me, where did I put that? Did anybody see? God damn it. Fucking shit keep catching on it. Hey, what's up, Shoop? Your prize should be coming soon. I'm almost done with it. What did I do with that stupid freaking bit? Holy crap. I just took it out to install that bit. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I normally put it in the channel here on top of my fence. So I normally throw bits and screws and things. Sure enough, that's where I put it. It was just underneath the push stick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's stuck. There we go. All right. Now I can install that. Oh, stupid me. Almost stupid me. I don't know if you can see that, but that pocket hole on the right, that's right up against that leg. Maybe there was a reason I had set that in a bit on the other ones. Just wasn't paying attention this time around. All right, so these are done for tonight. I got accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Except for the finish part, because I don't have the finish. I'll put the finish on there tomorrow, and then have these down at the game again on Friday. But pair of tables, live edge tables, outdoor tables, not too shabby. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not perfect. Not wonderful, but not bad. So what are we going to do now? I got that done. It's only been an hour. Oh, my wife messaged me. I told her, message me if you need something. Oh, that was 20 minutes ago. That's not too bad. I got to show you guys. What is that? This kid here. It's such a great, like, the story is crazy. She's actually been on national TV, I think, or at least local news. So this kid right here, Rhett Powell, cute kid. He has what's called, he was born with a condition, Allen